Alright, yep, today's the day, so let's refresh the page and see what happens. Oh, wait, what? Okay, new G-Witch stuff coming up. What's going on, guys? MG2005 Gunner here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys the Hobby Next Phase event Winter 2022 announcements. Now, starting us off with G-Witch, obviously. We are starting off April to June with the Zowort Heavy. Now, people have been busting Bandai because, well, the rifle is clearly made to be modular in the kit. And of course, the back attachments, they're free for you to play with whatever you want. Apparently opening missile pods, lovely. We never get to see that previously. And of course, it uses the standard Pale Technologies frame. Anything the Zowort has, the Zowort Heavy has as well. Except for, well, high mobility, because it does rely on the tick balang to actually move around in gravity. And it looks as though there are extra clips for the rifle. And I believe the under barrel is basically for the tear gas. That's the term I'm looking for. So we only get we do have beam sabers as far as I can tell. Yep, we do have beam sabers, but no included beams, unfortunately, as far as it seems. Dunno. They never really show off all the features for the G-Witch kits, really, until near release. So we can only hope it has beams, but as far as we know, it only has the customized rifle and an extra clip. Moving on, the Dilanza Sol. Oh yeah, and by the way, both this and the Zowort Heavy are going to be releasing in April. So this is 1600 yen without the tax. This is also 1600 yen without the tax. The Dilanza Sol, the final known variant of the Dilanza. Now, yeah, the black color scheme. That is the only thing that makes this thing look awesome. The shields, I still think they're quite out of place. I don't really like the new backpack. The extra boosters over here, yes, do help with hovering, I guess. And it looks like it does have a customized rifle or just an attachment. Yeah, it shows the Dilanza's frame, so nothing too special there. Yeah, it does look like it has a customized rifle. A customized rifle that can generate a bayonet. And finally, we're getting not green beams for the kits right here. Well, the Zowort Heavy doesn't have any beams, but the Dilanza Sol finally has the signature pink jetter beams. So, yeah, if you guys don't know, from the Demi Trainer blurb, all beams are set to low power setting. That's why they're green. Now they're in the war. They're finally set to their proper setting. No training wheels now, so that's why they're pink. And finally, yes, the Heindree Sturm is going to be a May release for 1600 yen. So, well, we don't know what the Heindree has to offer yet. And, wow, this looks great for a CG model. But anyways, yeah, the Heindree Sturm. Not too fond of this one. There is nothing really too impressive about this. And you strip it off of its normal loadouts just to have some generic guns and cannons and stuff, and a mobile shield you can use to bash people with. That's about it. It uses the standard Grassley frame, from what I can tell, the standard Heindree frame, because it looks as though the shoulders look quite different from those used by the beginner bow and the Michaelis and such. And again, no beams. Why? But anyway, this is just basically a generic kind of the gym of the Adstella universe. Basically the origin gym of the Adstella universe. Generic Gundam loadout with a cannon. That's it. No beams. I don't know why. Next, right here, something new. This is the Demi Barding. This is obviously based off of the Demi Trainer, and it looks as though it's going to be based off of the older version of the Demi Trainer. It's going to be a May release for 1900 yen without the tax. I think this is going to be Choo-Choo's upgraded machine, because who else pilots a custom Demi Trainer if not Choo-Choo? And it looks as though it does have kind of like the Estrella Finsternus scope, except in green. And it does have a massive backpack for maybe aerial control. I don't know, the custom rifle has, it's definitely Choo-Choo, let's be honest here, it's definitely Choo-Choo. But yeah, the rifle does have a foldable foregrip. and obviously scope stickers over here, one single slab, and that's going to be done with it. There's going to be a beam saber stored in each of the leg housing units. It busted it here. This is definitely Choo-Choo. You have a secondary head on the back. This is not the Gamma Gundam, okay? You don't have the right to put a secondary head right there and not look jarring. So yeah, the Demi Barding, I believe it is. Yeah, the Demi Barding. Getting names confused a lot of times. Forgive me. But it obviously does use the standard Demi Trainer, like the Demi Trainer construction. So there's nothing too different to say here. And all we get is the giant rifle and 2 beam sabers. So all Choo-Choo, maybe Choo-Choo, I don't know. All the pilot gets is the rifle and just extra beam sabers with no beams. Why? Why no beams? Give us the blue ones. You're part of Shinsei. Moving on. Okay, this is just labeled as Witch from Mercury new product. So this is going to be a June release. This is obviously going to be based off of the Lefrith Ur because of the side binders over here. It's definitely going to be another Lefrith. Let's be honest here. It's definitely going to be another Lefrith. And the dull colors, it's really struggling to make a good first impression on me. But at least it doesn't look like a 00 Gundam. It looks like a Core Gundam, if I'm honest here. It looks like the Core Gundam 2's chest piece. Obviously, that's gonna be where the shell unit is on top of the forehead. And yeah, this is definitely based off of the Lefrith Ur. You have the submachine gun and 2 beam sabers stored in a shield, just like the Lefrith Ur. Clips in there, probably replacing the mounting ports for the Gatling gun. I don't know, but at least now, if you don't want to use the firearms, you can just store it on the legs. That's good. And it's kind of funny that they are not showing us the frame, but it's obviously a Lefrith frame. I spoke too soon. Yeah, this is definitely a Lefrith. But it doesn't seem to have any beams. And again, why? This is not 1982 Bandai. This is 2022, 2023. So unless they're holding back some information on us, we're not getting any beams. So all we get is a generic Gundam loadout with a third of them not being usable. Why? This is the Gundam Schwarzette. Probably the last of the G-Witch kits I'm able to actually get before immigrating. But this looks like a Jetter Gundam. Because if you look at the... this is going to be a June release for 1900 yen. Because if you look at the chest over here, it looks very suspiciously like the Darabald. This is probably going to be Bob's mobile suit. It uses a Buster Sword, so it has this power, it has the ring like the Darabald, and the front skirts look like the Darabald. The Gundam Schwarzette is definitely a Jetter Gundam. So apparently the Gorilla Vim Jetter is going to be breaking their agreement. Even the frame looks like the Darabalds. So yeah, now we get to see another one of the 3 branches producing a Gundam. It looks as though the Buster Sword is going to be able to split down the middle like the Lord of Stray Omega. It's probably going to be using an iteration of the Darabald's frame, and the shell units are just literally all over the place. Whether or not this is going to be keeping the drone gimmick, I don't know. But that's basically all there is for G-Witch, and now let's move on to the next panel. As for Cucuruz Doan's Island, we have the Guncannon. This is going to be in high grade form, a regular release in May of 2023 for 2,550 yen with the tax. My math is getting worse by the second. But yeah, if you don't already have a high grade revived Guncannon, here you go, a second option in the regular market. So, yep, apparently we are going to be able to equip it with different backpacks. So you have the standard cannons and, of course, the micro missile pods, similar to the ones used by the Higog, among all things. So, yeah, this is going to be piloted by Hayato, and this is Kai's machine. Well, it's going to be swarmed by kids either way and just shoot off the island. But anyways, the entire contents over here, you do have the 2 different backpacks. You have the custom beam rifle for the Guncannon, and apart from the fists and trigger finger hand, it looks as though you do also have the left open hand. So you do get quite a bit for your money, and of course, water decals, and you can select between the 2 numbers for Hayato and Kai. And it looks as though it has quite decent movement range. I can't really compare it with the Revive because I don't have that kit to begin with. And yeah, it does also carry some of the origin quirks with the flip-flop, ashen feet, and the amazing waist articulation, and the detail, yeah, there was quite a bit for a non-Gundam from the 70s. And of course, well, I don't really know how to feel about the Gundam snout, especially not on the Guncannon or the gyms. I really don't like that feature because it feels shoehorned in. But anyways, here you go. If you need another Guncannon, look forward to May. And finally, we have some proper information for the SD Cross Silhouette. It's not dead, thank the Lord, Tornado Gundam. Now, a lot of you guys have been telling me over the previous months that this is an SDG Generations original thing. It has existed all the way back in who knows when. So, yeah, I do apologize for my ignorance for the SDG Generations line, but personally, I'm not really too into SDs, but I'm glad that this thing is reviving the SD Cross Silhouette line in April for 1600 yen. So, yeah, they're going to be using a much higher budget to produce the Tornado Gundam, and it looks like it does have like a double beam saber, a Gatling gun. You do have both types of frame because God knows why they don't produce the Cross Silhouette frame anymore. It's pretty obvious why they don't. And wow, separate beam effects, SB6 beams. These are SB6 beams, so they're quite a bit shorter. At least the beam sabers aren't just that piece of plastic toothpick. And you do have, apart from the trigger finger hands and the standard holding hands, I believe, you have the open ones right here. And of course you do have the beam rifle and some custom adapters for, I believe, the backpack. These adapter looking things are the stored and deployed form of the Gatling gun. But considering that they're going to be producing this under the Cross Silhouette budget, this thing would definitely not be shabby at all. So that is basically it for the Gunpla news right here. And it's a bit of a shame that there is no Iron-Blooded Orphans news, because I was really hoping for a high-grade Gundam Gamagen. And I do apologize if I am not able to get to the later releases immediately, because by the time in March, I'm going to be in immigration mode. So I'm probably going to be packing stuff up and probably not have access to my computer or my recording separate, because they're probably going to be dumped into boxes and shipped over to the UK. So I do apologize if I probably would be able to procure the later releases, but probably not going to be able to get to them right the hell away. So once again, I do hope you understand. I'm going to probably be in full-on immigration mode by then. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video. And what do you guys think of the news announced today? Tell me in the comments below. And thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please be sure to drop a like, comments, and also subscribe for more Gunpla reviews, Gunpla news, and all that kind of stuff. And also, don't forget to follow my social media profiles in the description, and also feel free to join the Discord server. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, guys. Bye-bye.